Good morning, students. This is Latif sir. In this video, I am continuing the chapter 4 structure of atom and chemical bonding. In this video, first I will discuss about valence electron and valency. So, first you have to know what is the valence shell. Valence shell is the outermost shell of an atom. The outermost shell of an atom is called its valence shell, and the number of electrons present in the valence shell of an atom are known as valence electron. And the chemical properties of electrons are decided by these valence electrons, since these valence electrons are taking part in chemical reaction. Okay, so chemical properties of elements are decided by the number of valence electrons. The elements with same number of valence electrons show similar properties, and those with different number of valence electrons show different chemical properties. Okay, so chemical properties of element depends on the number of valence electron. If similar number of valence electron is there, then the chemical properties of the elements will be similar. If number of valence electrons are different, then their chemical properties also will be different. Now elements having valence electron 1, 2 or 3, except hydrogen has 1 electron in its valence shell. These elements are metals. So metals have generally 1 or 2 or 3 valence electron. For example, in sodium, you can see sodium atom number is 11. It has total 11 electron, and the electrons are arranged like this: 2, 8 and 1. This is the electronic configuration of sodium. So sodium has 1 electron in its valence shell, and it can lose 1 electron to form Na plus cation, positively charged ion, Na plus ion, that is cation. Okay, so metals, they can lose electron more easily. That's why metals are good reducing agent. And elements with 4, 5, 6 or 7 electron in their valence shell are non-metals. Okay, so non-metals have generally have 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 valence electrons, and these non-metals can gain electrons to form anions, negatively charged ions. So non-metals are good oxidizing agent because they can accept electron more easily, and metal can donate or lose electron more easily. Okay, so metals are reducing agent and non-metals are oxidizing agent. Now see, elements with valence shell having 8 electrons and helium with 2 electrons cannot gain or lose electrons, so they are chemically inactive, and these are known as inert gases or noble gases. You know that noble gases or inert gases, that is helium, neon, argon, except helium, which has helium has only 2 electrons in its valence shell. All the other noble gases or inert gases have 8 electrons in its valence shell. So these elements, these noble gases or inert gases, cannot gain or lose electron. That is why they are chemically inactive. Okay, now see valency. Definition of valency in terms of valence electrons. Okay, valency of an atom is the this is the basic definition of valency. Valency of an element is the combining capacity of that element with other element, and which is equal to the number of electron that take part in chemical reaction. And valency of elements having 1, 2 or 3 valence electrons are 1, 2 or 3 respectively. Valency of element having 1, 2 or 3 valence electrons, valence electron, and their valence is 1, 2 or 3 respective, while valency of element with 4, 5, 6 and 7 valence electron is 4, 3, 2 and 1. That is, if there are 1, 2 or 3 valence electron in the outermost shell of an element of an atom, then valency is equal to number of electron in the valence shell if the number of electron in the valence shell is 1, 2 or 3, and if the number of electron in the valence shell is more than 3, that is 4 or more than 4. Okay, so if the number of electron in the valence shell is 4 or more than 4, then valency is equal to 8 minus number of valence electron. Okay, suppose there are 5 electron in the valence shell of an atom, then valency is equal to 8 minus 5, that is 3. Now see, reason for chemical activity of atom. I have told that except noble gases have 8 electron in its valence shell, except helium has only 2 electron in its valence shell. All the other noble gases has 8 electron in its valence shell, and this is known as octet. This arrangement, that is 8 electron in the valence shell, is known as octet. So all the atoms of all noble gases except helium have 8 electrons in their outermost shell, and this arrangement is known as octet. So noble gases, due to presence of 8 electrons in its valence shell, except helium has only 2 electrons in its valence shell, noble gases are non-reactive in nature, and they are called inert gases also. Okay, they do not combine with other atoms to form molecules, since noble gases, outermost shell of noble gases are already filled. Okay, so valency or combining capacity of noble gases is 0. Helium has 2 electron in its valence shell, this is known as duplet. Okay, and it is also stable electronic configuration because helium has the valence shell K shell. K shell has maximum, K shell can the maximum 2 electron can present in the first shell or K shell of an atom according to 2n square rule, and helium contain 2 electron in its K shell, first shell, so it is also stable electronic configuration according to 2n square rule. So except noble gases, all the other elements are chemically active because they have incomplete octet, that is less than 8 electrons, or less than 2 electrons. So chemically active atom have an incomplete octet, that is less than 8 electrons or less than 2 electrons, and the valence electron of atoms contribute to the formation of molecules. Now here one question is given, why do atoms combine chemically? To get stability. Answer is to get stability, to get stable electronic configuration. Okay, Kossel and Lewis independently put forward the octet theory of valency or the electronic theory of valency. According to them, according to Kossel and Lewis, the rare gases have a stable electronic configuration, that is 8 electron in their valence shell. Okay, so the atoms of all the elements other than the inert gases combine because they have incomplete valence shell, less than 8 or less than 2 electrons, and they tend to attain a stable electronic configuration, that is octet, or in few cases duplet. Okay, so except noble gases, all the other elements, they tend to attain a stable electronic configuration. A stable electronic configuration means 8 electron in its valence shell in maximum cases. In few cases 2 electron in its valence shell. So 8 electron in its valence shell means octet rule, and 2 electron in the valence shell is known as duplet rule. And the element becomes stable, that is, they attain noble gas electronic configuration by redistribution of their valence electron. Okay, so atoms or elements, atoms of different elements, they achieve they get their stability by gaining electrons or by losing electron or by sharing electrons with other atoms of same element or another element. So the number of electrons gained, lost or shared, the number of electrons gained, lost or shared to attain the octet in the outermost shell of an atom gives the combining capacity of that element, and this is known as valency. Valency, another definition of valency is the number of electrons gained, lost or shared to attain octet in the outermost shell. Okay. And as a result of this redistribution of electron means gain of electron, loss of electron, or sharing of electron, these are known as redistribution of electron. And as a result of redistribution of electron, a force of attraction develop between atoms, and this force of attraction bind them together to form a molecule, and this force is known as chemical bond. So what is a chemical bond? It is a force of attraction. A chemical bond may be defined as the force of attraction between two atoms that binds them together as a unit called molecules. So the chemical combination of atoms involve redistribution of electrons so as to leave each atom with a stable electronic configuration. So elements combine chemically or forms chemical bond to attain stable electronic configuration. Now the isotopes. Types of chemical bonds I will discuss in next class. Okay, there are mainly three types of electron bonds or chemical bonds. One is covalent bond, ionic bond, and coordinate bond. Coordinate bond is not given in class 9, it is given in class 10. In next class I will discuss about different types of bonds. Now see, next topic is isotopes. What are isotopes? Isotopes are atoms of same elements. Isotopes are atoms of same elements having same number of same atomic number but different mass number. If two or more atoms having same number of proton in the nucleus but different mass number, then these elements are known as isotopes. Isotopes are generally atoms of same element having same atomic number, same number of proton in the nucleus but different mass number due to different number of neutron particles. For example, hydrogen has three isotopes, 1H1, 1H2 and 1H3. Protium, deuterium and tritium. Carbon has three isotopes, C612, C613 and C614. And chlorine has two isotopes, 17Cl35, 17Cl37. Oxygen has two isotopes, 8O16 and 8O18. Potassium has two isotopes, 19K39, 19K41. Okay, so these are example of isotope. Definition of isotope with the example you have to remember. Now again here it is given structure of isotope of hydrogen. I have told there are three isotope of hydrogen: protium, deuterium and tritium. First one, protium, deuterium and tritium. In protium there is one proton and one electron only. There is no neutron in protium. There is no neutron particle in protium. Deuterium, in deuterium one proton, one electron and one neutron. Okay, that is 1H2. 1H1 means protium, 1H2 means deuterium, which has one proton, one neutron and one electron, and tritium has one proton, two neutron and one electron. Okay, only protium do not have any neutron particle. All the other atoms have some neutron particles. Okay, only in protium there is no neutron particle is present. Isotope of carbon, three isotope of carbon, carbon 12, carbon C612, C613 and C614. These are three isotope of carbon. The structure also given, you can read from the, you can draw this structure. Okay, in carbon C612, in C612, in C612 there are total 6 proton, there are 6 proton, 6 neutron and 6 electrons, and in 6C13 there are 6 proton, 7 neutron and 6 electron, and in 6C14 there are 6 proton, 6 electron and 8 neutrons. Okay, now see isotope of chlorine. Two isotope of chlorine is given, chlorine 35 and chlorine 37. Two isotope of chlorine is given, chlorine, their structure also given. In chlorine 35 there are total 17 proton and 17 proton and 18 neutron, and in chlorine 137 there are 17 proton and 20 neutron particles are there. Okay, now see, now see, here it is given properties of isotopes. Isotopes have similar chemical properties. This is because isotopes have similar same number of protons and they have similar electronic configuration. So isotopes have, isotope of an elements have same electronic configuration, valence same electronic configuration, so their chemical properties is same, because chemical properties are determine the electronic configuration of an atom. As isotope have same electronic configuration, so their chemical properties also same. Okay, but their physical properties such as density, boiling point, these are different. Okay, now use of isotopes are given. Isotopes of cobalt 60 is used in radiotherapy. Carbon 60, carbon 14, 6C14, carbon 14 isotope used in determining the age of historical and geological materials. Okay, an isotope of uranium 92, uranium 35 is used as a fuel in nuclear reactor. Okay, these are use of isotopes. And next topic is isobar. Isobar, like isotope, isobar, bar means isobar means atoms of different element with same mass number but different atomic number. Here mass number is same but atomic number is different. Okay, isobar have same mass number but they are different atomic number. Okay, since the properties of element depends upon the atomic numbers, so they have both different physical and chemical properties. Isobar have both physical and chemical properties, different physical and chemical properties. Example of isobar. Okay, isobar have both different physical and chemical properties because their electronic configurations are not same. Okay, example of isobar, 18 argon 40 and 20 calcium 40. As their atomic number are different, so isotopes are elements of atoms of different element. Okay, similarly 24 chromium 54 and 26 iron 54 are example of isobar. Okay, and next class, in next class I will discuss about different types of chemical bonding. Thank you students.